Hey yo, what up guys? Okay, so welcome back to another video. Today, okay, I'm a little bit tired. I just barely woke up. It's like afternoon. I slept in because, yesterday was my last day at college, and it's pretty nice when you get to sleep in after a day. But anywho, I'll be getting back into the rotation again. I had to sleep in. Anywho, okay, so enough talking. So today's gonna be a freaking dope day. So I'm just gonna show you guys. Okay, so for a really long time my mom's bumper has always been like really muffed up. The story, it was my fault. I'll be straight up, it's my fault. What happened was about 3 years ago when I was playing football, I picked up one of my buddies from his house, and he needed, I picked him up from his house. We went to practice. Practice was over, and then he was like, "Bro, can you give me a ride home?" And I was like, "Sure, dude, no problem." So I'm just cruising along, going to his house and stuff. And then the next thing I know, we get to his house, and he's like, "All right, bro, catch you later." And I'm like, "Later, dude." As I roll my windows up, I start driving off, and I look in the rear view, and he's like waving his hands back and forth. And then the next thing I know, I hit this big huge ditch, and it destroys the bumper. So yeah, not too good. But I had no idea it was broken that day. It wasn't until the very next day that I knew it was broken, because I was headed to work that morning, and then the bumper started to flap like a bird, and yeah, it was just bad news from there. So we just duct taped it and zip tied it in little spots and called it good. But the duct tape looks like it's like wearing off at the moment. Sorry, my shadows are in the way, but looks like the duct tape is just wearing off at the moment, And then this little drift stitch, it held up for what it was supposed to, but then it gets worse at the bottom. So you know what we're gonna do today? We're gonna do some drift stitches. Heck yeah. So I got my drill set up over here. I'm gonna be using a 1/4 inch drill bit. Just any drill, battery charger for my drill, and I got a bunch of zip ties. Let's see, are they in here? Yep, they're right here. Got 2 bags of zip ties. All they had were black. They didn't have any clear ones. I would have gotten clear ones, so it would have made it look a lot more fresh and stuff. But all they had was this one, so I gotta go with it. But yeah, sweet. So let me get everything set up, and we'll start from there. All right, so what I did just barely is I got a permanent marker, and I kind of just played like connect the dots, basically, like follow that crack all the way down to the bottom, and I'm gonna be using those as like my little stencils. I'm gonna be snipping these two because you don't really need them anymore. But so this was my first time ever doing a drift stitch, and I did okay, but it's not the best. But I promise this one will look a lot better. The only problem is you're gonna be able to see it, and it'll be black. But let's go ahead and get started. Basically, I'm gonna be starting where I got got the holes at now, and it's gonna look like stitching. So yeah, so we'll start like that. Okay. Got my handy dandy wire cutters. I don't know if you guys can see me. I know you guys can see this, but I don't know about me. Anywho, right now all that matters is the bumper. Okay. All zip ties. And this is gonna suck. Oh, okay, it's on that point. Sorry, guys. I almost went down the wrong hole. Okay, one. Okay, this one's being really crappy right now because it doesn't want to. There we go. So there's sort of a drift stitch. I'm trying to make them tighter, but they're not really working out too well. But yeah. All right, guys. So one thing I gotta show you guys is like so the connected dots that I drew. Some of them were a little bit too close for comfort. So I kind of just, started to drill like around them and in between. But yeah, with these zip ties, you gotta be careful. You gotta remember to make sure you go down and across one instead of going across like I did earlier up here. But, you know, just make them crisscross, and they kind of look cool after a while. Like, can you see? They look like little stitches. That's why they call them drift stitches, because everybody who drifts, they use stitches. And yeah, don't mind my my duct tape job there. But anywho, I'm gonna continue this, and then I'll show you guys the final product, and I'll show you guys how to tighten all of them. And yeah. Alright guys, so I finally finished it after about a good hour, I would say. One thing to keep in mind, just when you're doing it, try and keep them as tight as you can, because what I tried to do was I tried to tighten them at the very end, and I remembered that doesn't work out too well, because there's a bunch of little tiny like tails that it leaves, and they get in the way and they scratch up your hand, and yeah, it's not good. But anywho, that's how you do it. Drift stitches, just drill holes and then crisscross all the way down the crack or wherever the affected area is on your vehicle. And that's pretty much it. And then once you're done, you just clean it up, and yeah. Basically the four big things you need: wire cutters, needle nose pliers or any type of pliers that you would like, a Sharpie, and zip ties, and a drill bit. That's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. I know like this is kind of a tutorial, maybe, I don't know. I hope it works out. But yeah, there'll be a lot more videos coming. I'm gonna vlog the whole trip all the way down to California. I decided I'm gonna do that, so that's something to watch out for. And yeah, but anywho, I'll see you guys later, and like and subscribe, and your current situation is not your final destination. See you later, guys.